Greetings, kids and nerds in my universe and what you know these are. We are in the middle of a swallow before I accidentally choked to myself. But Merry Christmas, but Happy Holiday to you all. Yes, I do realize it's not the Christmas season. It is not the Christmas season yet, but who cares? I started my lazy wing during the last week of September, so I'm gonna do my Christmas theme reviews as of early. Especially since that every Monday from now until December will be a review of a Christmas episode or a Christmas classic, and then every Friday will be a top 10. Come to think of it too, I've also actually have done this video originally, then maybe I did something by accident, and immediately, shortly after it was uploaded, YouTube decided to copyright it. YouTube is deciding to dick me over a lot more than I would like to give them credit for, because YouTube is full of assholes. But anyways, let's correct my mistake, and hopefully that this video doesn't get copyrighted, and hopefully that it won't, because I'm trying to build up my schedule here on YouTube as I'm pre-recording this, and as you're watching this, I'm pre-recording this before my busy schedule, because I have a very busy schedule going into November. So hopefully I can get this video uploaded. One, get this video on YouTube, and also enjoy it when it comes for the premiere schedule. So anyways, Christmas specials have always been something that I've enjoyed as a kid. But have you always wondered how SpongeBob celebrates his Christmas down in Bikini Bottom? Well, wonder no more, cause I have quite the classic pick for you. Welcome to one of my favorite SpongeBob SquarePants holiday specials, or Christmas specials, that is known only as... Yes, that's right, from the year 2000, we are taking a look at this SpongeBob Christmas special that was released in the year 2000. So 23 years later, does it still hold up as a damn good Christmas special, or does it sink down into the depths of the lower hells of the Christmas special that we don't no longer talk about here on the surface of the earth? Well, let's all find out together if the SpongeBob Christmas special 23 years later holds itself up, or if it sinks down into the Christmas special that we don't no longer talk about. Since I have already called this my favorite SpongeBob Christmas special or holiday special, should give you an idea of my feelings on this special. But let's get into it. Please enjoy my review of SpongeBob SquarePants. Either you can call it the Christmas special, or you can call it SpongeBob Christmas Who. So, let's jump into the episode, shall we? We open up to our favorite SpongeBob SquarePants, who is planning a surprise attack upon his neighbor Sandy Cheeks, or best friend Sandy Cheeks. But SpongeBob happens to notice something else. Sandy's putting up her Christmas lights upon her tree as SpongeBob claims that it is a fire. Quite a colorful fire, mind you, as he grabs a water bucket and runs into Sandy's apartment. SpongeBob, instead of putting out the fire, instead puts out his best friend. Kind of. As she tells him about the spirit and the magicalness of Christmas. As Sandy proceeds to tell SpongeBob about the spirit of Christmas through the weirdest way possible. I mean, does this have anything to do with Christmas? Intrigued by Sandy's idea, SpongeBob tells his friends and neighbors about Santa Claus and claims that he wants to celebrate Christmas with them since he learned a gist about it. It's very easy to pull a comparison to The Nightmare Before Christmas, because that's exactly what Jet Skellington does as soon as he discovers Christmas Land. It's an awesome comparison that I've never thought about just until this time, but yeah, comparing it to Nightmare Before Christmas, you can definitely see the similarities. Although I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who expects Mr. Krabs, Squidward, and Patrick to go after Santa Claus, hunt him down, and then capture him just like Shock, Lock, and Barrel. Anyways, SpongeBob tries to convince all of his friends and neighbors to write a letter to Santa Claus because he feels that they should enjoy the spirit season since he just learned about it, all except Squidward.
Anybody would celebrate a holiday where a jolly prowler breaks into your house and leaves gifts.
Why can't you?
Pipe down, Squidward. I'm trying to cut.
SpongeBob is able to get Patrick and Mr. Krabs in on the spirit, but he fails on Squidward, who just will not give him the time of day to care about Santa Claus. It's kind of easy to compare Squidward right now to the Grinch, a being that hates Christmas, the whole Christmas spirit, and the whole Christmas thing, yet we never know his reason why. Yes, the Jim Carrey movie did answer this question quite well, I might add, but the original Boris Karloff cartoon didn't see a reason to really give us an explanation as to why the Grinch hated Christmas. It was kept a mystery and shrouded in suspense, and honestly, the special was all the more better for it. But I really do love making that comparison with Squidward that he's acting just like the Grinch would. And no, he's not trying to destroy Christmas, but he's trying to destroy SpongeBob's Christmas spirit. So somehow, by surprise, SpongeBob is able to get all of his friends and neighbors, most of them, to write a letter to Santa Claus as he sends it up with a mechanism that he invented. It's kind of nice that the special is highlighting how important that SpongeBob is being in this special. He is basically the every average kid, which is really damn adorable. He's trying to get everybody to believe in Santa Claus, much like a child would, as soon as they learn who Santa Claus is. Usually, kids kind of learn about Santa Claus, well, not really at the age of a baby, because no one can remember being a baby, but they really do it mostly during like the ages of like 3 to 5, I would say. It's mostly where they get like these Santa Claus things. And what's your my baby sister? Then you call Santa Claus ho ho. Not a joke. She actually did when she was a kid. um, Calling him that until she turned like either 5 or 6 years old. Go figure. But it is kind of a nice nod to see that just how important that SpongeBob is being to his friends and neighbors. Is that, hey, I learned about something really cool, and I want to share it with the whole entire world, which I think is really admirable of SpongeBob to be like, hey everyone, I learned about this really cool thing. I want to share it with you. So SpongeBob is basically me when I learn something cool and I just want to share it with the world. Which is why I have a YouTube channel where I can do that with a whole bunch of people that listen to me. It all works out in the end. But SpongeBob can get everybody on board, but he's still having problems with Squidward. This is something that is special. Like I said, I compared it to Dr. Seuss's How to Grinch Stole Christmas because it's a very easy comparison to see how Squidward works and then how SpongeBob works. You see the difference in comparison, and that, yeah, Squidward doesn't really care about Christmas. He doesn't care about the season, and it's shrouded in mystery, which I think is all the more better. Maybe Squidward at one point did hate Christmas. Maybe Squidward at one point had his Christmas destroyed by his mother or his father. We don't officially know. Unlike somebody that we'll be talking about next week, and that stupid origin. Oh, you'll learn what that is when I tease it at the end of this review, but, yeah. When we get to that one, you're gonna hear me rant about it for a while. But anyways, let's go back and see how SpongeBob is doing handling the holiday season. So SpongeBob gathers letters from everybody in Bikini Bottom to send to Santa Claus, ending up doing so and preparing his friends and neighbors for the visit of Santa. However, Squidward is not happy about this happening, wishing that SpongeBob would just call the whole damn thing off and stop being such a little idiot that SpongeBob always claims him to be. But SpongeBob's Christmas spirit won't be broken as he and Patrick and the rest of Bikini Bottom breaks out into a fantastic song that you can listen on YouTube, not here because of copyright. It's kind of funny during this song that everybody in Bikini Bottom except for Squidward is trying to inhabit the Christmas spirit, but Squidward won't have none of it. Here's a little teaser of the song. But SpongeBob soon realizes that Squidward still didn't write his Christmas letter, running and rushing into his apartment, or home, trying to figure out what Squidward wants for Christmas. As he throws SpongeBob out of his house and claims that he wants nothing to do with Santa Claus, he wants nothing to do with Christmas, and he is sick and tired of everybody being holly jolly nices. But Squidward cannot destroy Bikini Bottom's spirit as they all saying Santa's coming tonight, as it actually turns out, Santa never officially comes.
Hey, where's Santa?
I love the look on SpongeBob's face here. He's just like, oh crap, they actually know. I gotta think of something so they don't accidentally get mad at me and start raging on Bikini Bottom. Sorry, my dude, but Santa won't be around for another 5 weeks, so you still have quite a long waiting time. Except 5 weeks can go by really fast when you're not thinking about it. I've done that to me before. So I just love how Fred is the only one that had the brain enough to go, "Hey, where is Santa?" And everybody else is going, "Yeah, Santa didn't officially show up," which had SpongeBob kind of like questioning himself, sort of, where he kind of going against himself, going, "Oh yeah, Santa didn't show up. Oh no," and just kind of like Baymax, kind of like, "Oh no," kind of wondering what he's gonna do next. But our poor little sponge friend didn't have much of an answer, so unfortunately, this begins something that is very common in Christmas, and something that I think that this cartoon handled very well. Depression. Depression happens no matter what, and usually during Christmas time, which is usually the best time of the year, I think so, everybody can get depressed where they're like, "What's the fucking point anymore? I don't care about what happened. Screw life," and other stuff like that. And unfortunately, it is very true that this happens a lot to the best of people. Something that Joe Dante's Gremlin conquered very well with the spirit of depression during the holiday season, which is something that, yes, SpongeBob does too. You want to compare and contrast it to the whole holiday season. So when SpongeBob starts feeling sad and depressed, so do the viewers and so do the people at Bikini Bottom, starting to wonder if SpongeBob was telling the truth or if it was all a figment in his imagination, which we all know the truth that Santa Claus doesn't really exist. It's supposed to be believed that maybe Santa Claus did exist back during the times and that he was a great man who celebrated by giving gifts out to people. Certainly. I believe in the spirit of Santa Claus, so technically speaking, I still believe in Santa, even as a 28-year-old with a YouTube channel. These things happen. But it was nice to see that the spirit of SpongeBob was such a great flame, but then as soon as this moment happened, it was quickly extinguished. Unfortunately, and also greatly due to this special, SpongeBob tried to keep everything together. That is until he ends up losing everybody and his Christmas spirit.
Never trust a genie.
Destroy Canada. They've had it too good for too long.
So Squidward finally accomplished his goal. He destroyed Christmas for Bikini Bottom. He did it. He finally ruined SpongeBob's Christmas spirit. But to make Squidward seem more like a fucking asshole or a jackass, he takes a picture of SpongeBob crying just to celebrate. SpongeBob finally admits defeat and finally declares that Squidward is the winner, but not before giving Squidward his Christmas gift he made for him. He made Squidward a very special clarinet, one that he can keep and cherish for the rest of his life, and when you push a button, it plays the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies, which has Squidward feeling remorseful about how he treated his best friend. That he didn't need to give Squidward a gift, but when he did, Squidward felt like a big jerk. So after feeling bad about destroying SpongeBob's Christmas spirit, Squidward decides to try and help SpongeBob in the greatest and adorable way possible for Squidward tentacles. Squidward dresses up as Santa Claus just so SpongeBob wouldn't be depressed. This is not only amazing for Squidward, it's adorable. Squidward didn't have to do this for his best friend, but he did, which redeems him as much more so as an understanding person than a downright jackass. But to make things better, and or worse, a little girl comes up to Santa Squidward asking him for a gift, as Santa Squidward tried hard to pick a gift. But after he did the little girl, he had such a heartwarming spirit inside of him, then he decided to give a whole bunch of people gifts from his house. But even though Squidward is miserable, deep down inside, he's happy. He's made SpongeBob a very happy little boy who had just seen Santa Claus for the first time. which this special kind of ends off on a cliffhanger of Squidward getting a letter from Santa Claus who thanks him for all of his help as Squidward magically sees a Santa Claus. SpongeBob SquarePants Holiday Special or Christmas Who is just a downright great Christmas special. While Squidward, yes, is mostly the central focus of this special, especially to SpongeBob, both Roger Bumpus and Tom Kenny do an amazing job at captivating the Christmas spirit between the two of them. That Roger Bumpus was trying to basically summon Boris Karloff, the Grinch, back into him, and that Tom Kenny was trying to be as innocent as basically Tiny Tim from A Christmas Carol. Yeah, you could also make a Christmas Carol comparison in that SpongeBob is Tiny Tim and that Squidward is basically Ebenezer Scrooge, or you can look at SpongeBob as Bob Cratchit, either way, with Ebenezer always trying to destroy Bob Cratchit's Christmas spirit, but it will never be extinguished out of him, which is why I love this special so much. If you can, track it down wherever that you can, on DVD, on cable, wherever that you can. It's a great Christmas special, and it's one of my favorites. Props mostly has to go to the whole voice cast, mostly Tom Kenny and Roger Bumpus, who really do shine as great angels or as the great North Star that hangs in the sky. Next time, however, we'll be going into a good Christmas special, but god fucking damn it, it has one of the worst origin stories or origin related stories for the character. Next time, we're gonna go to Gotham City, or whatever city that it is. I think it is Gotham, and we're gonna see how the Red Tornado celebrates his Christmas with his favorite Bat Buddy.